Welcome to this tutorial on finding volumes of revolution using the disk method. In this lesson, we will focus specifically on rotating regions around the x-axis. This is a fundamental concept in calculus that connects 2D geometry to 3D space. Before we calculate volume, let's recall the area under a curve. We usually start with a region bounded by a function y equals f of x, the x-axis, and two vertical lines, x equals a and x equals b in 2D calculus. We calculate this area by integrating the function. Now, imagine taking that flat region and spinning it 360 degrees around the x-axis. As it rotates, it sweeps through space, creating a solid three-dimensional object. This is what we call a solid of revolution. To find the volume of this strange shape, we use a strategy called slicing. Imagine cutting the solid into infinitely many thin slices perpendicular to the x-axis. Since we rotate it around the axis, each cross-section is a perfect circle. When we give that circle a tiny bit of thickness, it becomes a disk. Let's look at just one of these disks. It is essentially a very short cylinder. The volume of a cylinder is the area of its base times its height. Here, the base is a circle with area pi times r squared, and the height is the infinitesimal width, dx. The most important step is identifying the radius. Since the disk is centered on the x-axis and extends up to the curve, the radius r is simply the height of the function, f of x therefore. The area of our cross-section is pi times f of x squared. To find the total volume, we sum up the volumes of all these infinitely thin disks from A to B. This gives us our integral formula. Volume equals the integral from A to B of pi times the function squared with respect to x. Let's try a concrete example. We want to find the volume of the solid generated by revolving the region under the graph of y equals the square root of x between x equals 0 and x equals 4 around the x-axis. First, we identify our radius. Here, r is the square root of x. Next, we set up the integral. The volume v is equal to pi times the integral from 0 to 4 of the square root of x squared, dx. Notice how squaring the square root simplifies our function nicely. Simplifying the integrand gives us just x. The antiderivative of x is x squared over 2. We evaluate this from 0 to 4. Plugging in 4 gives 16 over 2, which is 8. Plugging in 0 gives 0. So, our final volume is 8 pi cubic units.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.